Hey guys, and welcome to One of a Kind Reviews. I am Paul.
And I am Dale.
And today we will be giving our review of TLC 2015.
If you mess with me, you got no chance. No chance in hell, you've got no chance.
And first match of the night, we saw the New Day defending their tag team championships in a triple threat ladder match against the Usos and the Lucha Dragons. God, what a match this was.
Where do we start with this one, eh?
Well, I guess we start with the start.
Well, yeah, that's a good one. So, as usual, New Day cut a brilliant promo before the match,
As per usual.
saying that Xavier Woods wouldn't waste a good hair day on Boston
Why would you?
because they're not special enough.
Well, from what I've heard, that's pretty accurate.
Okay, fair enough.
Coming from someone who actually lives in Boston.
Alright, well, let's not bash Boston now. We live in Australia. So, moving on to the match.
Yep, the match itself, oh my god, it was absolutely brilliant. It had high spots left, right, and center.
Yeah, like, there wasn't really, like, a period of, like, downtime in this.
No, like, you'd see most of the time in a ladder match, there'll be about maybe like a couple minutes to 5 minutes of them just kind of brawling around, and didn't really get that as much.
No, it was, like, straight away, get the ladders involved.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Get involved in flying around like fucking insane. So, we need to mention a few of the spots.
Yeah,
we'll get to the obvious spot because everyone knows what we're going to talk about there. But,
well, we had Sin Cara doing the swanton over the top rope onto the ladder.
which was fucking mental.
Yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting him to do anything like that.
To be completely honest, this is the best performance I've seen Sin Cara put on in a long time.
Yeah, new or old Sin Cara.
Yeah, for just
a character.
Just period.
Yeah.
Like, actually, one of the best performances from the Lucha Dragons.
Yeah, definitely.
In general.
Kalisto absolutely killed it this
Yeah,
match.
like, holy fuck, Kalisto.
Yeah, not even just his one big spot, just the match in general, he killed it.
He did a few pretty big spots.
Yeah.
He did their little, like, monkey flip into 450 on a ladder.
He did the, Big E bench press the ladder and he dove off the ladder onto someone. I think it was one of the Usos.
I think it was both of the Usos.
Ah, okay.
And then
then they caught him.
And then they got, like, he got black hole slammed or something from there. But, yeah, even the Usos were going a bit nuts.
Yeah, no shit.
So, like, there was I'm pretty sure it was Jay Uso did a splash to Big E on a ladder, like with a ladder on top of Big E, sorry.
Yeah,
on the outside.
Yeah, from the top rope to the outside. Yeah, I'm not sure which brother it was.
I'm pretty sure it was Jay.
I think Jay's usually the one who does the splash. So
Yeah.
you're probably correct.
Well, either way, Uso did that. Yep. It wasn't the greatest splash in the world, but, like,
I mean, it looked great.
who would want to take that?
Yeah, no shit.
I wouldn't even bother. Fuck that.
Yeah, no thank you.
I'd like to have some ribs left.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to be Big E in that situation.
No. Big E took some serious shit.
Yeah, he really did.
He really did. Like, so, like, kudos to the New Day. Actually, kudos to all of them.
Yeah.
Because as far as, like, modern day TLC matches, I think this is probably as close you can get to, like, Hardy's, Dudley's.
Oh, definitely, without
Edge
a
and
doubt.
Christian.
Without taking those massive risks that those guys took.
And without actually having those people in the match.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this match whatsoever. So we'll move on to the big spot.
Yep.
The very, very, very big spot.
Surprised the absolute crap out of me.
And me. Because
we both called the same thing, apparently.
we have discussed this. We were both thinking as soon as Kofi... Was it Kofi? No, it was one of the Usos. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah.
Was it Jimmy or Jay?
I honestly
It was
have no
Uso.
idea. Yep.
Uso. So when Uso got his head smashed into the ladder, we were just immediately thinking, oh yeah, sunset flip. You know.
Into a powerbomb.
But even that would have been great.
Yeah, I was expecting, okay, that spot will be fucking awesome.
Yeah, and it still would have been spot of the night by
Yeah, no
far.
doubt.
So what ended up happening is Kalisto turned around, started setting up for the Selena Del Sol, and I believe everyone in the crowd was just like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, he's not going to fucking do it.
That's not happening.
And then you saw him leap off the ladder and get to, like, vertical, and you're like, oh shit, it's happening.
Yeah, this is happening. And whichever Uso it was, fucking well done for saving that, because he was very close to not pulling that off.
Yeah, no shit.
Because they got to the absolute vertical position and then was kind of like lost his momentum.
And kudos to whichever Uso that was for just taking a blind back bump onto a ladder like that.
Yeah, true. Because, I mean, not many people have the balls to do that.
Yeah, no.
It's very rare that you see that. And, like, that ladder was just mangled.
Yeah, it was absolutely destroyed.
So, yeah, that was definitely spot of the night.
Yep. So, as for the rating of this match, what do you give it?
As far as, like, what happened in the night and what I was expecting, I kind of want to give it a holy shit out of 5.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to give it.
Okay,
so.
we'll give it a holy shit out of 5.
Sounds good, we both agree.
Yeah, because to be honest, everyone in the match, fan-fucking-tastic. Wanted to mention the finish as well. Throwing a trombone at Kalisto is the fucking best way to finish that.
Only problem I have with this is because it happened in December, I have a feeling it might not be up for Match of the Year as far as a Slammy goes.
Yeah, I don't
Which is
think it would.
unfortunate.
Yeah, but like it wouldn't win.
I feel like it should.
I'd say that there've been a lot better matches than that in the year.
The only other one I can really think of is that triple threat that happened at the Royal Rumble. Lesnar.
It depends.
Cena,
It
and
depends.
Rollins.
They're not counting NXT matches, are they?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Well, there goes there goes half of my.
Yeah, there goes
catalog.
half of the matches.
All right, and yeah, so really awesome way to kick off the show, and sucks to be Rusev and Ryback, really.
Yeah, because they had to follow this.
Yeah. So holy shit out of 5 by far. Alright, and moving on to the next match, we had Rusev taking on Ryback.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to say about this match.
It wasn't very good at all.
No, but yeah, that's the perfect description of it. It was boring as shit.
Rusev carried the fucking match.
As anyone does when they're against Ryback.
Yeah, true. But, yeah, I really don't have anything to say about this match apart from I hate that they're kind of overusing the pass-out submission.
Yeah, it's starting to make it look a bit weak.
Yeah, that, and, like, it's Ryback.
Yeah, he's not deserving of that.
No.
Austin was deserving of that. Lesnar was deserving of that.
Yeah.
Ryback is not.
You know, even fucking go out, even Cena was worthy of that.
Definitely.
But, like, not Ryback.
No. No.
Why are you protecting him? What are you protecting him for?
There's nothing. He's flopped as a babyface, as if that isn't obvious enough to you guys by now.
He's flopped as a fucking professional wrestler in general.
He flopped, yeah.
Just generally. So, yeah, that was that match. I gave that one a Scotty Too Hottie out of 5, I guess.
Yeah, like, that's something around I was thinking. Like that, maybe a 1 billion, but yeah, I think I'll go with Scotty Too Hottie. Yeah. It wasn't the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
Oh, it could have been worse.
Yeah, definitely.
It only lasted like 8 minutes.
Exactly. It could have gone for 20 minutes.
That was good. So, yeah.
Alright, and moving on, we had a United States Championship match. It was a steel chair match, which saw Alberto Del Rio defend his title against Jack Swagger
For some reason.
for his annual push that he gets.
Yes, his annual like one night push that ends in him losing.
I don't get it. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know why he even has a job still.
Why does a chairs match exist? Like these are questions that we really need
it's not that great of a stipulation.
Not that great of a stipulation is like the understatement of the century, Dale.
I'll give Del Rio props though. At least he made the most of what he had. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but I like in a steel chairs match, I don't like that. Like they have like 50 chairs just set up around the ring. Like fair enough, it's a chairs match or whatever. But the fact that they went around to like half of them and individually like
threw
their
was
head
ridiculous.
And like Del Rio didn't sell them how he should have.
No.
Right? And how you should sell that, if you're going to do it, which you fucking shouldn't, is not to just do a squat and hit your face. Like, just fall on it.
Exactly.
It's probably going to hurt a little bit
pretty
more.
much. You might as well just take a drop toe hold onto it.
Exactly. Like, that's the only spot onto an open ladder that makes any sense to me.
Or the chair.
It's fucking, yeah. See, I'm overwhelmed with how fucking crap.
See, I mean, there are a couple others, but, you know, they're far and few in between.
Yeah, exactly. You get me.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Get me, man.
Yeah. But yeah, Del Rio did definitely use the chairs to... Well, he made the match better than I was expecting, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be absolutely horrific.
Yeah, well, I mean, his use of chairs made sense, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see that Patriot lock in a chair?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
What extra leverage is that chair doing?
Like, that makes no sense. Like, I saw in CZW Tournament Death, I'm sure you remember seeing this, where at the end the guy got the STF in, but used the chair and pulled his neck back.
Yes.
That's how you use a chair for a submission.
Yeah, or like obviously like the ankle lock is not the hold for it.
No, definitely
But
not.
like, it just boggled my mind that he put his leg through the chair and then just grabbed his leg.
Yeah, if you were gonna put any sort of pressure, you'd put the pressure on the chair and kind
Exactly.
of push it like that.
All you're really doing essentially is decorating your submission.
Yeah, he is just having a dangly chair
Yes,
hanging off his leg.
you are decorating his leg while you tap him out, which obviously didn't happen.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Thank fuck for that.
As for the finish of the match, I liked it besides the way most people take the finish. That I find stupid, but the whole idea of him setting up the chairs and the I don't even know what you call that move, but I just call it a corner stomp.
No, it's double foot stomp.
Yeah. I mean, I like the move, but when people lean up and kind of grab the ropes and just wait for it, it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, if they wait for the spot, it looks stupid.
If Vince thought the curb stomp looked stupid with people waiting for it, then what does that look like to
what's
Vince?
his excuse with that one, eh? But, what would you give that one overall?
I'd probably give it a 3 MP. It was nothing special, but it wasn't bad.
I'd probably give it a Scotty 2 Hottie and a half out of 5.
Because it was better than Rusev and Ryback.
Exactly. Because it involved chairs.
Alright, moving on, we saw the Wyatt family taking on, I'm not going to say what the WWE call them, Team ECW. Not Team Extreme, it's
No.
Team ECW.
No, Team Extreme is reserved for the Hardy Boys and Lita.
Exactly.
Leave that alone.
Yeah, but this was a 8-man tag match, which was also an elimination tables match.
Yes. So, yeah.
I don't know, I mean, like...
It's a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very sloppy match.
Yeah.
I don't know, Braun Strowman didn't quite look in his element, which is weird because I thought that would be his element.
Just throw people at things.
Exactly. That's your thing.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
Probably want to mention I'm a little bit disappointed that the fourth man for Team ECW was Rhino.
Yeah, I was honestly hoping for either Sabu or RVD.
I think everyone was hoping for RVD.
Yeah. I honestly thought it would be.
Yeah, me too. Like, what's the reason that he can't come back?
I don't know. Like, literally the only person I could have thought that, besides Rhino and, why am I mentally blanking here? RVD.
Rhino and RVD.
Yeah, the only other person I could think of can't even physically wrestle, which is Taz.
Yeah, and there was rumors of Sandman because fucking Bubba Ray put the lyrics to Sandman's song or something
Yeah, I saw
on
that.
Twitter.
Maybe he just likes Metallica.
Fuck you, Bubba. Alright.
Did you ever think of that? Maybe Bubba Ray's a big Metallica fan.
Yeah, but anyone who thought that the Sandman was coming back in PG era WWE is like...
Yeah, no. And even if he did, he wouldn't be drinking beer, he wouldn't be smoking a cigarette. He'd probably come out with a kendo stick, but that's about it.
Yeah, he'd be drinking like fucking lemonade or something.
Water. Bottle of
Yeah,
water.
bottle of water, smash it on his head. He'd have to try pretty hard to cut himself open.
Sandman's gone to rehab. Overcome his alcohol addiction, now drinks water.
Yep. Yeah, moving back to the match.
Yeah, well, one thing I do want to mention is the match the next night.
Yeah, like where the fuck was that?
I don't know. That should have been that match.
Like I would have been happy for it to like not even be an elimination match and just be a 4-on-4 extreme.
Exactly.
Match.
That match was absolutely brilliant on Raw, but no.
Yeah, like half of the actually Raw itself was better than TLC.
Oh, definitely. That should have been the pay-per-view.
Yeah, and that's a little bit sad because like TLC had weapons,
Exactly.
Raw didn't.
Raw had Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
That's about it.
Don't think that the Vince McMahon segments were even really the best bit.
No, not really.
So like to say that Raw had Vince McMahon so it had an advantage, not really true.
Well, I feel it gives about as much of an advantage as weapons do, though.
Anyway, we'll at least say thank fuck that the Wyatts won.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't win on a clean sweep like I thought they would, but at least they won.
Well, they won with what, 3 out of 4?
Yeah, 3 out of 4.
Only Rowan got eliminated.
Yeah, I don't understand why they did that.
Because it's Rowan.
Still, if you're gonna make him win like that, why not just make him win 4-0? It's the same, it's like Survivor Series all over again.
Yeah, but like you said in our predictions video, like with the people on Team ECW, there's a certain amount of spots that they want to get in.
That's true.
So like they got in their gore spot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's all they needed.
That's all they got. But like,
so yeah, what would you rate this match?
This match I'll give a 3.5 MB out of 5. It was definitely one of the better matches.
Yeah, that I agree with that completely. 3.5 MB out of 5.
Moving on, we had the Intercontinental Championship match. We had Kevin Owens defending against the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose.
Yes, this match, I quite enjoyed this match. It was a very fun match. I mean, they did what you'd expect Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens to do.
Put on a really fucking good match.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, their match was on par with other matches on the card, and they didn't have any sort of stipulation.
Yeah, I reckon it was second best match on the card.
Yeah,
Easy.
I can agree with you on that.
Easily. And they didn't really get much time either.
No, not really. Like, according to this, they got almost 10 minutes.
Yeah. So 10 minutes, had a really, really good competitive back and forth match. Got their stuff in and, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was nothing special about this match. I mean, everyone kind of just got their stuff in. But, I don't know, it was...
I think everyone kind of made peace with the fact that Owens was dropping the title.
Yeah, I think so.
So, like, as long as the match was good... And we always knew we were going to get a good match with Owens and Ambrose, and as long as Ambrose won, I think everyone was happy.
Yeah, including myself.
To be honest, I love the finish.
Yeah, the finish was actually pretty great.
I thought the finish with the pop-up powerbomb into like the Hurricane Rana roll-up was brilliant.
Yeah, you can't always finish on someone's finisher.
No, and I like that Dean Ambrose is kind of like, when he succeeds, it's just...
Yeah.
You know, like he's the scratch and claw fighting babyface, you know?
Yeah, which is good.
Exactly, and it's exactly what he should be if he's a babyface. But, yeah, so what'd you give that one?
I think I'll go with 4 Horsemen with that.
Yeah, I'll go 4 Horsemen out of 5 as well. Very good match. Woo!
Alright, next up we had the Divas Championship match. We had Charlotte defending against Paige, and Charlotte had Ric Flair in her corner.
Woo!
And obviously you knew as soon as Ric Flair was announced, some sort of shenanigans.
Yeah, and as soon as you knew that Ric Flair was going to be at ringside, you knew that Charlotte wasn't going to lose.
Exactly.
So, Charlotte didn't lose.
No, she didn't.
So, they had a bit of a spot during the, like, about halfway through the match where Rick started untying the turnbuckle. Ref caught him, obviously.
Good ref.
Yeah.
Don't know why the ref didn't kick him out.
I don't know. You'd think that would be, like, you know...
Yeah, you'd think so.
Or maybe you're just like, oh, you're drunk, Rick. It's alright.
You don't know what you're doing.
Because that's kind of what he seemed to play it off like. He almost, like, when he got caught doing it, the ref's like, what are you doing? He's just like, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm an old drunk man. Leave me alone. But, yeah. So that came into play in later in the match.
Yeah, I mean, the match, there was, I don't even know, like, it wasn't what I was, it wasn't what I was expecting it to be. I thought those two would have better chemistry than they did.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably as good as their match last month.
Oh yeah, definitely. On par, maybe a little bit better.
I'd say probably a little bit better, but I feel that it's only a little bit better because Charlotte is a heel now.
Yeah, probably.
That is the only reason.
But is she? I can't tell.
I don't know whether she's actually turned heel.
And has Paige turned face or not?
I think she's just face by default.
She might be, but she's not exactly getting cheered.
What, Paige?
Well, she is in some places.
I was going to say, she's definitely getting cheered.
She's definitely not getting booked like a face.
No, not really. And also, the pentagram gear is back.
Is it? I did not notice that.
It is.
Oh.
I think she got told off for her low cut tops and her push up bras. Because I think they'd prefer a pentagram than cleavage.
I want the cleavage.
I don't mind either way.
Wait, they say that, yet they had Nikki Bella representing them for so long.
Yeah, and like you could just basically see her ass every time she wrestled.
No shit.
And other things, obviously.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Moving on.
But yeah, as Paul mentioned earlier, that Ric Flair untying the turnbuckle ended up coming into effect. While the ref was distracted, Charlotte finished off the job and got rid of the turnbuckle completely, and then ended up tripping Paige into it and got the pinfall after that. Yeah.
So, yeah, she essentially turned into her father.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is kind of good to see, actually.
Yeah, well, it gives her something interesting about her.
Exactly.
Even if it is, I am exactly like my father.
Sometimes that can work.
Yeah, exactly.
Not very often, but for some, special circumstances it can work.
I can see it working for her, so I hope they just go all in with it.
Yeah, they might
and
as well.
Just make her like the most dastardly heel diva ever.
Yeah, you might as well just have her coming out in like the feather jackets and whatnot.
I'd love that.
That'd be brilliant.
I think that would be fantastic.
I think she should do that now that she's turned heel.
Yeah. Except it'd be weird to do her like little acrobatic entrance with a robe.
Yeah, well, that's probably more of a face entrance.
It's true. It's true. But yeah. So would you give that one?
I'd give it a 3 MB. It was very average.
Yeah, I was gonna say Scotty 2 Hottie and a half out of 5. It didn't even remotely interest me, and I love Paige, so that's wrong. So yeah, Scotty 2 Hottie and a half out of 5.
Alright, and now we have the main event of the night. Yeah, main event of the night, which saw Sheamus defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns in a TLC match.
This went for way too long.
Yeah, without a doubt. Way too long.
That is a big portion of my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
So
They didn't have enough spots to kind of fill the time.
Yeah, and even the spots that they did, they were kind of a bit lackluster.
Yeah, I know.
Like everything was kind of looked like it was a bit careful.
Yeah, but I did notice one thing, like Sheamus was being a bit more rough than he usually is, even though he's usually pretty damn rough.
You know what I reckon was the roughest part of that match was his fucking 10 beats of the Bowdrum
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
I reckon
That's what I mean, like those sorts of things, like the clotheslines, the the elbows, stuff like that, those were really stiff. But when it came to the spots and whatnot that they pulled out,
Like it's a
not
TLC.
very- yeah.
It's a fucking TLC match. Like, I'm pretty sure you could put like fucking Funaki and Jamie Noble in there and have a
no
decent
shit.
TLC match. You know,
No shit.
they were probably really bad examples because they'd probably lend themselves to that kind of match.
Yeah.
But you get my point. Like, you could pretty much put anyone in there with weapons and table spots and ladder spots.
Yeah, and it'd be the same match.
Pretty much. And like, you know, I'm not remotely interested in Sheamus as champion, and to be honest, I'm a little bit pissed off that they didn't put Roman over here.
No. To be honest, I'm more enjoyed the fucking what happened after the match.
Yeah, no.
Really?
No. Like, I love Triple H's like overselling.
That was
like,
brilliant.
Triple H's part in that was brilliant, but like I just hate that they're trying to force the character on Roman.
Yeah, I don't like that. But as far as like him, that like that's how he needs to be. He kind of needs to be that ruthless guy that's still somehow a babyface.
Yeah, I can understand.
Which that while it wasn't exactly what I wanted, it was a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it's getting there, but like it just kind of reeked of Stone Cold.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And like, it's a little bit tiring.
I mean, at least he did a good spear.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But it's just a little bit tiring seeing them do things like that to try and just get him over, force him to get over.
Like they should definitely keep on that whole him being really aggressive and like snapping like that, but do it a bit different. That doesn't reminisce something
Have him
that's
do it
happened in
on
the past.
fucking Ambrose or something.
Exactly.
But like don't turn him heel by doing it. You know, that kind of thing.
Have Ambrose turn heel on Roman, but then have Roman just kind of like the whole Dean Seth storyline, but obviously tweak it.
But as far as the actual match, there was some really slow Roman going through the table on the ramp.
Yeah.
And sorry guys, we went to a concert last night. My voice is really croaky and shit. And while they were up on the stage, and Roman just threw him into all of the decorations, which I thought was hilarious because he really didn't even bump.
No, not really.
He just kind of fell into the table.
Yeah, he fell between the two tables.
Yeah, pretty much. But just as they were replaying that on the live feed or whatever, they obviously didn't mean to cut to this, but they cut to Sheamus just throwing Roman a chair. Not throwing a chair at Roman, throwing Roman a chair.
Yeah, so Roman could then beat him with
Yeah,
said
and
chair.
then the next spot was literally Roman just hitting Sheamus with a chair.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big theme of the night. Charlotte and Paige called their spots way too loudly.
Yep.
So did fucking Alberto Del Rio.
I didn't notice that one.
Really?
No.
Really?
No, I didn't.
Even Triple H. Even Triple H, in the end, where Roman was beating the crap out of him,
Yeah.
he called the crap out of it.
Wow.
He hit him with a chair, and he gets... okay, if you want to go back and watch this, I think he hit, like, a couple of chair shots or whatever, and then Triple H gets up, looks at Roman and says, "One more." Straight away. Just straight up, one more.
Wow.
And it's like, dude, you're the COO of the fucking company. You've been doing this for God knows how long.
Yeah,
Like,
surely you know how to call the spot.
Yeah. And I get Roman's pretty green, but come on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he can too.
Yeah, I'm sure he can.
Back to the match.
Well, there's really not too much to say about the match.
Actually, we missed some pretty good spots.
What, like...
The Superman punch
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
the
ladder.
Superman punch. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was like the fucking highlight of the match.
Which
By
goes
far, I
Which
reckon.
goes to show, like, how boring the match was, because in most other ladder matches or TLC matches, that would have just kind of been a mess spot.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
It was, compared to everything else that happened in that match.
Yeah, and, this is an example of crappy things that happen in the match. The finish.
Yes, the finish was fucking ridiculous.
The finish of, like, oh my god, Roman's getting back in the ring. He's climbing the ladder, and I've got
No.
the title.
Yeah, you knew it was going to happen. You're like, there's no way Roman can get to him.
But no, I didn't think that. Like, if you're teasing that Roman's getting back in the ring and he's, like, climbing the ladder, that never finishes a match.
Not usually, no.
No, exactly. So, like...
I don't know, I just had the feeling that just the way Roman was getting in the ring, you could kind of tell.
Yeah, I just didn't like the finish. It was very anticlimactic. Like, obviously,
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
building up to something happening, and then nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly like something that we really, really did forget to mention. The fucking Team ECW versus the Wyatts. Like, they covered the fucking table in lighter fluid and didn't
Yeah,
light
they
it.
didn't use it. That makes no sense.
Like, it's a whole lot of anticipation for no payoff.
I can't remember where I heard it from, but it's like a law of like acting and whatnot. If you bring a gun on stage, that dictates that gun must be fired. It's the same kind of thing. If you bring out lighter fluid, you must light that. Otherwise, people aren't going to be happy with you.
Adam Blombier, you genius. That's where you got it from.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and what would you give that overall?
I'd say probably Scotty 2.5.
Yeah, I would say Scotty 2.5 out of 5 as well. And that's really sad since it's a TLC match and it was the main event.
Yeah. Didn't make sense. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright, and onto our overall rating of TLC. What would you give this, Dale?
I'd probably give it Scotty 2 Hottie, but it definitely had some bright spots throughout the pay-per-view. But the rest of it kind of just, I don't know, it was very dull.
It was all downhill after the first match.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I probably won't go that. Like, if you took the triple threat tag ladder match off of the card, I'd probably give it a Scotty 2 Hottie out of 5. But with that, I reckon that brought it up quite a lot. So I'll go 3.5 MB out of 5.
Yeah, well, that was the main bright spot I was talking about.
Well, there you go. There you go. Because apart from that match, Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens,
Yeah, there was nothing really worth watching.
yeah, not even the Wyatts versus the ECW originals.
It's kind of sad to say.
Yeah, like we said, everything on Raw the next night blew it away.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So, yeah, that was our review of TLC, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. So that was the whole fucking show. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on what you thought of this pay-per-view, and we will see you next time for some more one-of-a-kind reviews.
Have a nice day.